Alright guys, this next video is going to be about a return patient calling in that they would like to be seen by us. What you have to take into consideration with this is how long that they have been discharged from PT, or if they had a lapse in coverage, just to make sure that we are getting the most current episode of care here. So for this one, we are going to do a return patient. He is actually one of ours. So we're going to schedule for him, and what you're going to do is you're going to right click and you want to make sure that everything that he is giving you is current and up to date. So the first thing that pops up is his demographics. You're going to make sure that everything is there, that we have his email address, that we have the best telephone number to reach him, and then you're going to make sure that you just hit save at the end in case you've changed anything within his system. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to episode of care. And we're going to make sure that his current episode of care is up to date and is recent within the last 3 months. If he has not been here within the last 3 months, we will make a new episode of care. So since Will is actually taping this right now, I'm going to ask him, is this for the same episode of care with your knee?
Yes.
Okay. So even though this says here it's been since 2015, we're just going to still double check and click and see the last time that he was scheduled. So the last time was way long ago. So obviously that's been, more than 3 months. So what we're going to do is we're going to make his next visit an initial evaluation because it has been so long, even though it is for the same episode of care. Now this is therapist specific, if they would like a brand new episode of care, or if they want to continue the plan of care because they know who the person is, and they've just been doing stuff on their own and this is just a recheck. So for us, we'll just make sure that we'll just discharge this episode of care and we'll just make him a brand new one. So same thing, he is an existing patient for here, still injury type is none, and therapist, he's still going to be seeing Jamie because that's who he saw originally and that's who he would like to stick with. All right, episode of care is still his knee, and this time it's for both of them because he's going running and his both knees have been hurting, and he doesn't have a doctor's referral, he just referred himself. So here we're just going to put Jamie's name in, and he is still filing Blue Cross Blue Shield. These are things that you will ask them through talking to them on the phone, just making sure all their demographics are correct. And we're going to hit save. All right. This screen pops up again for your referral source. Remember, you're going to go to billing cases and auth. You're going to add that billing case, and you're going to make sure that everything is still the same. Now, I know when you look here, there are different ones. When you talk to them, you're just going to make sure that you have the right one on file. And then you're going to make sure that his responsible party is his dad. And you're going to click save again. All right. Don't worry about this. Like I said, that is for the front desk. Next, you're going to go to visits. We're going to schedule him a visit. And since we know that he does want Jamie primarily, we're going to just look for Jamie's schedule. Now, when you are talking to them, you can also let them know, like, hey, Jamie's schedule is a little bit full. It might be a couple days or into next week before we can get you in. If they're okay seeing somebody else for the initial, by all means, please do that. But, just let them know that their next follow-up can be with Jamie. But we're going to look and see where we can get Will in here. So it looks like he's got here. We can't do that because if you look at the notes, it says Abby is not here. So we cannot schedule more than 2 people, okay, because Abby is gone. So we're going to be like, hey, Will, I'm sorry. We don't have anything really until next week. So we just go through the schedule and you look and see where you could possibly fit him in. All right, and you keep her looking. He's still full. On Wednesdays, Jamie does not have clinic hours. So we're going to continue to look. Abby likes to take a lot of vacation. So at this point, you can say, hey, Abby, we're down a therapist. Abby's not with us. Which is Jamie's aide. Do you mind seeing another therapist? He could be like, yes, that's fine. No, it's not. So then you just go back to this week and we try and get them in within 24 hours. So what I would say is I have a first available Friday morning at 7 a.m. I also have an 8 a.m. John has a 9 a.m. And you'll just pick a day. Say he wants Liz at noon because he's on summer break and he likes to sleep. So we're going to put him here and we're going to hit submit. And then Will shows up there.